Andre?
Ryan.
The boys are hot.
Once again,
we're heating up. 15-3 in our last 18. And I guess when you do that well, you earn the right to, talk to the bigwigs.
That's right. Yep.
So today we got a really exciting show. We're bringing on Johnny Avello from DraftKings Sportsbook, the head of Sportsbook at DraftKings, because we are about to enter probably the most exciting betting weekend of the year.
It's the betting weekend of the... I didn't say this in a tweet because I didn't want to assign this as the betting weekend of the year. That might be Super Bowl. But it's in the finals.
Incomparable,
It's in the finals. I agree completely.
Let's find out. Yes, let's bring
real
on Johnny
authority
Avello,
on this.
DraftKings Sportsbook, head of Sportsbook. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
So settle this for us. What's the bigger weekend, Super Bowl weekend or this weekend?
Well, if you want to look at one weekend only, I would think the Super Bowl's the top weekend because it does take place on Sunday, but it encompasses both days, Saturday, Sunday. This tournament is about 3 weeks of action. We start tomorrow night, Thursday, got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then the Final Four and the final game. So it actually takes place over 3 weeks, and that's why this is the biggest event of the year.
This is awesome. From a DraftKings Sportsbook, what are you most excited about in terms of this March Madness, especially as DraftKings has expanded now to so many different places?
Well, what I'm excited about is having the tournament back.
Yeah, gosh.
Same.
I mean, last year was a disaster. It was the week before, and the tournament gets canceled, and I'm kind of scratching my head saying, okay, what's next? And what was next was the cancellation of more sports. But it still turned out to be a great year for us at DraftKings. I'm looking forward to this tournament taking place. And as everyone, I know everyone else is also. That's just been the chatter for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we couldn't be more excited. That year off really got us. But that's exactly why... What's really got you focused in? I'm tracking where all the bets are going and the movement. What's keeping you up at night? We've had over a year to think about this tourney. What are you monitoring, let's say, in the next few days?
You sound like a bookmaker. You're watching every game and following the money. That's kind of what we do too. The hard work is over, guys. The games are up. All the other propositions and offerings we're going to have as far as pre-games are concerned are up. In-game's going to happen as soon as the games kick off individually, and we'll adjust the futures accordingly as needed as those games have final results. But I'm just ready to go. I mean, tomorrow we start off with quite an array of games, 4 play-in games, and that last play-in game is probably one of the finest I've seen to date. UCLA and Michigan State. You couldn't pick 2 teams that have a history in a tournament, could you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the one that obviously a lot of our listeners and we are super excited about is Colorado and Georgetown. Now, from everything I've seen, and we've kind of got this us against the world mentality here, everyone loves Georgetown. That's the sexy 12-seed upset. They're the big East Coast team with all the history. But I'm kind of surprised to see the line hasn't moved yet. What do you think about this game?
The line hasn't moved yet because the money on Georgetown has been coming in on the money line for them to win straight up. Now, when you look at the Georgetown team, 13-12 for the year, 7-9 in the conference, they win the Big East tournament, and that's the only way they were going to get in. And if you look at all those games, and even a couple of games prior to that, they were really shutting down teams. Their defense played real well, and I think that's what won a lot of games for them. On the Colorado side, their strength was at home this year. They were 11-1. On the road, they played fair, 6-6, but they did win 6 of the last 7. Had a good year overall. And the competition they beat was good stuff. I mean, UCLA and Arizona State and Cal and USC, and they lose by Oregon in the final. I'm not so sure that Georgetown's the right side in this game. Georgetown had a nice run. Can they keep that up? They're going to try to shut Colorado down, but Colorado could shoot the ball a little bit, and I'm sure they have been preparing for the defense.
Yeah, I think that's what we're hoping around here at least. And Colorado, I think, is pretty underappreciated nationally just for the way that they're built. Great guard play, solid bigs, great from behind the arc. That's kind of the formula there. But DraftKings has an awesome promotion, any 12 seed to win, minus 125. So in your eyes, who is the 12 seed that's going to get it done?
I think there's a couple 12 seeds that could get it done. You got Creighton playing Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara has won 18 out of the last 19. This is a team that's scared of no one. They've played in this tournament before. That could be one of your 12s. Another 12 could be Winthrop against Villanova.
Yeah.
Gillespie's not playing, and they've got another guy that's injured, which I think he's going to play, but they're not at full strength, and they're not the old Villanova team that we're accustomed to. So I could see Winthrop pulling it off. The other games, the other game is Oregon State and State and Tennessee. I don't have a feel for that game at all, guys. I really don't. If there is an upset, I think it comes from one of those two I mentioned.
Gotta love that. Winthrop, Santa Barbara. We always love talking to you because we could get into the weeds about operational stuff for a book, but then you can break down the 12 seed you like the most. That's why we could have you on every time. So what are you in like Colorado's a great example in balancing how to shift the line both based off the money you're coming in on, getting equal value based on perception, but even how do analytical models, for example, factor into that?
Well, analytical models help, to get the opening line. They help, you use those tools for that. And we'll also be using those for in-game wagering. Once these lines are up, because we have power ratings on each team, once these lines are up, they're just bettable at that point, and the money moves on the spread moves on the money coming in. This Colorado line you mentioned hasn't moved at all. I think this game probably will go down to 4.5 before tip-off. That's just a guess. But you guys are thinking like the rest of the general public. They're going to be on Georgetown in this game. Right. And Georgetown's a known commodity for years and years. Haven't been as of late over the last few years, but they're in the tournament again. I think that's where some of the bettors will be looking.
Yeah, and that brings up an interesting point for me because for so many years in the past, it was the public was, right. People visiting Vegas. I think a lot more casual public. Now the public is almost everyone, or we're working to a point where it's going to be everyone. How much has that changed things for you operationally, knowing that maybe the public is a little more informed than they were before?
Mm-hmm. Public is. And actually the public's been doing pretty well in college basketball over the last couple of weeks. So they got a lot of bullets to fire on this tournament, which I'm happy about. I'm glad that people are getting more informed with sports. I'm glad people are out there reading publications and surfing the internet and going to websites and getting information. That just makes this industry, takes it up another notch, and that's what we want. We're going to continue to grow. We're in 14 states now, and when people, know that they can get a shake for their money, that's what it's all about.
Wow.
It's great to hear.
Really great to hear, yeah.
We do have a question here, and I know you have a good answer for it. Our friend Sean G said, is DraftKings going to offer any women's basketball lines or futures?
Oh, yes. We're actually planning on doing it on the site that you guys are familiar with, the Colorado site. You'll see the women when we get down to the Sweet 16.
Awesome.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
I know that's a big step. I think that's the first time ever, right?
We've done the women in the past. I've done the women for years. In Vegas, I've had the women up right alongside the men. They kind of fit these games in when the men aren't playing, so to get exposure, they do a good job of positioning them in the right places.
Yeah. Do you want to ask about the Canada with Stephen D and the?
Stephen D wants to know if DK is coming to Canada anytime soon.
See you soon.
Oh, you love to hear it. Love to hear.
No,
it.
we're working on it. That's a project we certainly have in mind.
That's great to hear.
Great to hear. Any closing notes? Anything you would recommend to our listeners as we enter March Madness, Johnny? I give the floor to you on this one.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah. On our site, which you guys are very familiar with, we have some free stuff, free pools. One of those free pools is a survivor contest where we're paying the winner $1 million. And we also, if there's any upsets in the first 2 rounds, we are going to pay $100,000 for each upset to just a random person who entered the contest. So please take advantage of those free pools. And there's many of them. The other thing I want to mention is the bracket contest. It's $100 to enter, $1 million to the winner, another $1 million to the dispersed among the people who finished second to 1,500, because we're paying down 1,500 spots. So enter the bracket contest because there's a lot of money to be made. So peruse our site, take advantage of all the free offerings, all the promotions, which you'll see some of those in certainly in everyone's area, and good luck in handicapping the tournament because it's a blast.
Yeah. Last thing I'll ask you, who's your pick to win it?
Well, I really don't, have a pick to win it, but I can tell you that Gonzaga at 26-0 will be tough. I would think that at some point during the tournament, Gonzaga gets beat by one of these other teams in the tournament. Who's one of those other teams? Illinois is playing real well right now. They're a team certainly to contend with. There's some number 2 seeds are playing well. Alabama, no one saw that team coming this year, did they? They just played solid all year and went on to win their tournament. And Baylor's certainly someone to contend with too. And I know there's going to be a couple surprises to hear, guys, that we're not talking about yet.
Absolutely. And it'll be our job, Andre, to figure out who that is.
Let's hope, Ryan. Let's hope.
All right, that's Johnny Avello from Draftkings Sportsbook. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to have you on again soon.
Okay, guys, you have a really fun week because I know I'm going to.
Oh, we will.
You bet.
All right, there he is, the man.
That's great. For a second, I thought he was going a pro Georgetown take, and then he kind of flipped it on us. I love that.
That's that's a good twist. I thought he was going pro Georgetown as well, I love knowing that that he that was comforting for me.
It was like oddly reassuring. Yeah, yeah, I know.
I mean, he kind of built stuff and then he came back to, I don't think it's the right side. So I didn't know that. We have a nice, keen understanding of how books react and how they want to do things. It was really interesting to me that he said the fact that all the money is coming in on Georgetown money line,
right? So the line doesn't shift.
Doesn't
the
shift.
Spread isn't affected. Yeah, I would have never thought that.
Right, and so the money line will shift.
Yeah, totally.
I kind of always thought those two things worked in cahoots.
Same, 100% same. Yeah,
so that was an
really
awakening for me. That was really interesting.
Super fascinating.
Next time we have him on, we'll have to dive into that type of stuff more because that stuff always really interesting to me.
Yeah, and every time we talk, I'm just like so impressed by like all the different fields he could speak to.
I mean,
like to get in this, you have to be a sports fan first, and then all the other layers are built on top of that.
Absolutely.
But you have to have that base to
We
start
could do a
with.
whole podcast on just his story.
Totally. Right. That maybe would be the funner angle to take next time. Yeah.
But the other really important piece of information for us, Dre, that I felt was that the public is smarter now and that the public is winning. And we've noticed, we've been calling it the year of the public.
We have, yeah. But as you were asking that question, though, it all made sense. Like,
Yes.
you're right. It's so different from a casual one weekend a year going into bet. You know, we've learned a lot doing this every single day on our app.
Oh, it's
And, like,
incomparable.
even when we were doing the offshore stuff when it wasn't legal, I wasn't getting this much action.
No, and I mean, what's so cool about a place like DraftKings is they're not afraid of you having information. In fact, on the app, you go in there, their stats hub. They want to give you as much information as you can. They want informed bettors.
I mean, that's an app they've paid millions of dollars to have on their app to
give
you the best info possible to try and beat them.
It's pretty
It's nuts.
It's honestly kind of badass. They're like,
Yeah.
take all the info you want.
It speaks clearly
Good
to
luck.
their model. Yeah, they're not afraid. Yeah.
They're certainly not afraid of information, but I do think there's a huge difference. If I'm in Vegas for this weekend, I'm putting $100 down on the Buffs no matter what, just because I'm in Vegas.
Exactly.
Whereas I'm probably still betting on the Buffs just because that's what I do, but
Sure.
I'm going to be a lot more tactical.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the available lines. You know, again, you're at a sports book, you got a sheet.
Right.
You know, you're not going through
Yeah.
and sifting through and finding all the best lines. And I think it has made a huge difference for the public to not only be on your phone, where you can
the
have
convenience is magical.
you can have your
Yeah.
DraftKings tab open, you can have your stats open, you can, like, when you're in a sports book, there's just an innate pressure on you to, like, get it going, get your bets in, make sure you have everything right. Whereas now the sports book is your home, and it's really helping the public. And I think it's a reason why I personally haven't had a lot of success fading the public, not nearly as much as I did when I was betting offshore.
Right, because that kind of stuff seemed like a lock back in the day.
Yes.
It was like, oh, yeah, we know something others don't. And now, yeah, that's kind of flipped. Yeah.
Incredible, really exciting stuff.
It was really
and it just gets me more excited for this weekend, which,
Oh,
of course,
I know.
Friday, start to finish.
10 to 10, baby.
At least that's how I'm planning on being here.
I, too, have committed to a 10 to 10.
It's a 12-hour shift.
Caveat. Oddly, Austin Matthews and the Toronto Maple Leafs not playing until Friday. That's a double unit play, mustache on the line Friday on top of the 12 hours we will be live.
2 units, Austin Matthews to score.
Stash on the line.
Stash on if it stays.
Let's go.
But if it hits, the stash has to get, like, extra time. Like, it's not just it stays another day. That's like a 2-week.
Right, like you just bought yourself another 10 days.
Yes,
stash.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
I'm
stash
with it. I'm with
goes
it.
on the. So we're gonna do a Big Bets Bonanza all day Friday. My thought on this is, you guys are watching the games.
Yeah.
All of the games.
Yeah.
If you're anything like me.
Yeah.
We're watching all of the games.
Indeed.
I mean, I haven't missed a first day March Madness game probably in my life. So we're gonna be here watching the games. Why not watch them together?
Right, and also, like, we aren't all able to do as many parties and gatherings, so if you're in that situation, join us. Join our gathering.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we got your back. We can all keep company together, you know.
Exactly. And if you want to, you can, of course, come down to the DNVR bar, which will be open at 10 a.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the entire weekend. Opening, actually, 9:30. It opens at 9:30. So you can come here and get your spot.
That means we mean business.
Oh, yeah. We're not messing around. We're taking March Madness very seriously. Is Rocky going to be involved? Adam has a bottle of Rocky at his house that he keeps forgetting to bring here. So as long as he brings it,
wow,
it could be involved. There could be a lot of involvement with different things.
That's a lot of pressure on one man's shoulders.
This is going to be the most fun Big Bets Bonanza we've done yet. We've got some really cool ideas. We're going to do our own bracket against each other. Matchups will last around an hour. Who can get the most dubs? You move on in the bracket. You guys will obviously be betting along with us. There's only so much we can cover on these shows leading up to it. So you're going to want to tune in because there's 32 games in 2 days that we're going to be betting on every single one of them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Also, interesting what Johnny was saying about the polls and stuff, huh? I underrate those. I'm not on those free polls on pools.
Pools?
What?
Yes, Allie?
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right, so join our bracket. We're doing giveaways to winners on that. You'll see that on the site. Anyone need help, reach out to our help email, DM us on Twitter. Shoot, email me or DM me. I'll get you taken care of in 5 minutes, promise. And then, we've got all sorts of other great stuff going on. Right?
Look at this. Austin, happy to report I'm making my DNVR bar debut on Friday. I'll be there for the first game.
Legend.
Finally have a chance to come. That's going to be awesome. We will be busy, but we got to make sure to go down and say hi to Austin when he gets here. So let us know when you get here. And
I should think
it's going to be a shifting type of things. And so, yeah, you'll love it when you come here. It's going to be great.
Austin gave me a winning parlay on Champions League today. I somehow took the over instead of the under. So I effed myself. Not great.
Oh, my God.
That's
the opposite of what happened with Austin when he thought I was picking one team. He picked the other team, and they won.
It is.
That's brutal.
Even if I get perfect advice, I can't win a Champions League bet these days. You would think I'd stay away, but that honestly, midday betting can't.
When we dabbled in the Bundesliga, it killed soccer betting for me forever.
Yeah, well, it was rough. It's true.
So yeah, maybe when the World Cup comes back around, I'll get back on that.
That's right.
All right.
Do it.
15-3 in our last 18 on the Big Three. We really buried the lead here.
Nutsies.
So let's get to the Big Three.
Yeah.
And see if we can stay hot.
Yeah. So the strategy, we started the Big Three, and I gave my betting manifesto. I think the betting manifesto's evolved a little bit, Ryan, because now we found on slates where we hate, we stick to what we know.
Yes.
And
do you hate this slate?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
You like it?
I like the slate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a good slate.
In fact, when I sent you my Big Threes, I was like, poor Ryan. He'll have no other choice than to pick these three. Like, these were the only 3 picks on the card for me, essentially. Yeah. So let's start with me on that line. Night. You do, huh?
Yeah.
Last night was huge, Ryan. We gave out winning parlay, 5-1, and then a long shot of the night.
By the way, the only thing stopping us from 5-1 and 6-0 is Gabe Landeskog. Love him, man, rocket, beautiful man. Missed 5 actually. They only counted 4. He had 5 attempted shots at the net that did not hit. He ends up with 2. We need 2.5.
The one at the end was devastating.
Well, he also had an empty net.
He had it.
Like, he jammed one in there. That was shot number 2. Then it came back to his stick. He had an empty net, and he pulled it.
And then what was with, like, only the third line towards the end? So
well, they were up by too much.
Well, I know, but still.
I know.
And you called them winning by 4.
I did call them winning by 4. I forgot. We'll never say a nice thing about Hunter Miska again. It did not work. To the guy who was in the comments yesterday, you were right. We knew you were right, but we were trying to manifest.
You were right.
We did get a lot of people in the comments after the show, after the game, commenting, told you guys, bat on Hunter.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean.
Puck line hit.
Actually, the only thing we missed was the under parlay because I took the puck line straight up.
Yeah.
And that was a winner.
Says,
true.
If Miska's ever in net again,
take the over.
Yeah, I mean, that's a safe bet. Okay, let's get to my Big Three. We're going to start off, as I explained, on leg 1. To me, while I've been hammering Jokic points, to me, this is time to shift and go to Jokic assists over 8.5 minus 110. Really nice value. That's been essentially a 50-50 proposition. It's all a matter of picking the right matchup, and we'll get into why I think this tonight is the right matchup. Then I'm taking Michael Porter Jr. over 8.5 rebounds at plus 115. That's tremendous value from Mike, who's been 6 of 3 in this category in the last 9. He's averaging 9.7 this month. That's in 3 games. And the Hornets just don't have outside of their 2 conventional bigs, don't really have a power forward to threaten MPJ on the board. So I think this is going to come easy and tried and true. Anyone who listens to the show knows all about Brady Tkachuk over 3.5 shots. This has hit 11 of the last 16 against Vancouver, where the total is set at 6.5 goals. So Vegas totally expect this to be a high-scoring game. Against Vancouver, he's averaging 5.5. Last 16, the overs hit 11 times. This is just automatic. Tkachuk for the Senators is just where all the shots get funneled to, and he has no problem executing and getting them on net. So go with him.
There you go. All right, let's go to mine. I also have Nikola Jokic featured, but twice. So we have covered the whole gamut here.
Yeah.
I've got points and rebounds. You've got assists. I think that's telling us something that we'll get to next.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nikola Jokic over 26.5 points. This has hit for me at such a clip that in recent days that I just have to go back to it.
Yeah. No, right now he's the best player in the world, so hammer it home. Like 26.5, he's still not getting the respect he deserves for how unstoppable he is. So I totally agree. Minus 110, yeah, set it and forget it, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Nikola Jokic rebounds over 10.5. I believe it's 10 out of the last 12 games against the Hornets in his career, he has cleared this. So, Matt, we love matchup-based props. I'm taking that one. And then similar thing here with rebounds and DeAndre Jordan. 8 out of his last 9 games against the Pacers, he's had 12 or more rebounds.
Well, that's good.
Set at 9.5 tonight.
Yeah, and that should be a close one. Sabonis, nice matchup. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. You're asking a lot of him. So that is the lineup for tonight. But Dre, we also have a 33% NBA parlay Profi boost. Now, last night we got saucy with it because we didn't have to parlay our boost last night, and we did anyway.
No, we didn't.
And it hit so comfortably.
I know.
Jimmy buckets, just as I told you he would.
Yep.
Gets it in the third quarter, and
That was some Nostradamus stuff from you.
Zion hits his in the first half.
Beautiful.
So there was no sweating on
at
that.
4?
I don't know if he ever got past 4, which is
That
incredible.
guy, man.
I swear, someone somewhere has told him if you average 4 assists, you're considered a good passing big man.
You're probably right, honestly.
Like,
Now, I will say, my love for Zion, he is so efficient for a highly spectacular, like, highlight reel player that
hey, Alec, could you bring down the graphic there? Thanks.
and he's just really efficient. He's really efficient. He's not just spectacular, really efficient. I am truly becoming a Zion guy. Also, only 2 dunks, doesn't get my 4, but insane the amount of 1-foot driving layups he had in yesterday's game. Everything, look at his
doesn't
shot
dunk it,
chart,
dude.
everything was around the rim.
Doesn't dunk everything.
I know.
The data has told us this time and time again.
I mean, he has like 8 dunks in 4 games this month.
Yeah,
so it's
and
not
he
like
needed
he's
4
not dunking.
in one game.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Damn it. You're right.
All right, so let's build this parlay, then we'll get to our dilemma of the day.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. The dilemma of the day will lead us into
Yeah,
it.
the
But
dilemma
before we
leads
get to the dilemma of the day,
Let's go.
she's ready for it now. She's ready for it. Shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. If you're not with DraftKings Sportsbook at this point, we've got the head of Sportsbook coming to hang out with us on the show.
Like, are you even a loyal listener if you're not on DraftKings? No, clearly you're not. Yeah.
I would love to have Johnny A come to the bar one day.
Oh,
That would be fun.
yeah, that'd be extraordinary.
Anyways, you got to get in on DraftKings Sportsbook to get in on all these offers. I love 112 seed to win at minus 125. There's only been one year in recent where no 12 seeds won.
That's crazy.
Basically, what happens is every year people think that like 2 or 3 12 seeds are going to win. Basically, every year 1 wins. Then there was 1 year where all 4 won.
Right, and that's ruined every bracket for me since.
Exactly.
Yeah, come to think of it, I never have less than 3 12s going through.
You're
Yeah,
like, I don't want to miss out on the 1.
right, and if you listen to like 1, I have data on that. Like the 12 doesn't upset the 5 more often than the 11. In fact, the 11 upsets the 6 more often. Same with the 10 upsets the 7 more often. But
Obviously,
you never
yeah.
fill those out. Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, people are gun-shy on those. Anyways,
Yeah.
so many great promotions, so many great props. They're bringing back the women's basketball tournament.
Sending out an SOS.
It's great. It's great. So, please stop doing that. Of course, you must be 21 or older, Colorado only.
It's hard to when to bring up the graphic because you always go into detail, which is great. But then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take the graphic down. Oh, no, back.
Well, I'm sure DraftKings Sportsbook doesn't mind.
They don't. They don't. They're good friends.
Anyways, you can also get your sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you sign up at DraftKings. You must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay.
This group of 3, there's always like 2 of the 3 mean business are dialed in, and then there's the third that takes it upon themselves to do some
To drive things off the rails.
quirky, silly stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you having spicy
Right. I had spicy Penang curry on set right before we went on air, and then Allie's been now Allie's bringing us some silliness. So it's all working out for us.
Well, emergency that was happening in our company Slack, so I was focused on that. My apologies. I'm all eyes on you.
Slack emergency. I look forward to getting caught up
Right,
on
me
this
too.
in 10 minutes when we're done.
I lost in the Madden League playoffs today
Oof.
because my league MVP running back fumbled inside the 10-yard line with 2 minutes left. So I'm just not in a great mood. I'm not in a good space.
Bad space.
Yeah.
It's bad space.
But I am gonna have sushi later. So
And you're going to get a gift.
and I'm going to get my family's
birthday
celebration.
celebration.
Yeah.
Little birthday celebration. Love it.
So that's where I need to get.
I'm sorry you're bummed.
But for now,
Yes.
we go to the dilemma of the day, which will frame our parlay of the day. Because you asked, is it an assist night or a points night for Nikola Jokic? I actually think more than anything, it's a rebounds night for him.
Trick answer.
Which, of course, all roads lead to one place.
It's only plus 250.
Well, it's only plus 250. But remember that the last time I had a 3-leg boosted parlay, I put in a triple-double, hit it, White Whale City, and that's what boosted us into this hot streak.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. So tonight we are going to take a Jokic triple-double because it is a points night for him, it is a rebounds night for him, and it is an assists night for him.
Wow. I love this. I love that we're doing this.
And it is going to frame our parlay. It's down to plus 240. They're on to us.
I
Oh,
brought my phone
jeez.
onto the screen to prove that I'm fully focused on it.
Oh, good. We appreciate that. Keep those eyes on the screen. Can't have any wandering eyes over there.
That's right. Dialed in, please. Okay.
Tell me what I gotta look up. What stats you need to know for your parlay?
What should we add? Do we
Okay,
go to
well, let me-
double-double city?
No. Well, no.
Yeah, double-doubles are kind of dead to me, too.
Okay, so here's.
You were just that meme.
No.
Can I interest you in Domantas Sabonis over 6.5 assists?
Sure can't. I don't like that guy. Okay. He's in my decagon of death.
Is he?
Just based on vibes,
Skills challenge champ?
bad vibes.
Oh, you are a Gonzaga hater, aren't
I
you?
really don't. Yeah, I think
You
that's
are
the
a
thing.
Gonzaga
But
hater.
I like Gonzaga. There's a
Oh,
circle of
look at
trust.
those.
Wow, it's been a while since we saw the old Braden Point. He's out.
Only one not smiling because he's out.
Colin
Sorry,
Morikawa
Brandon.
won us some money last week.
Oh, really? What did he do?
Remember I took him against DJ, head to head.
Right, like the Wednesday matchup, the Thursday matchup.
yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay, so let's build this thing.
Nice, nice.
Dead to us.
Bye. Bye, Braden.
Buffs have done us well recently. Jokic, of course. Mac. I mean, the dude was his hair was on fire last night.
And PJ always treats us well.
Yeah, I think.
New uni games.
Did we lose a new uni game? We actually.
Friday, right?
No,
That was a great
Nuggets
new
won.
uni game. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. We're in.
Yeah, that hit our Colorado parlay. Well, the Colorado parlay didn't hit, but the Nuggets took care of their
Yeah,
business.
no thanks. Oh gosh, things have.
Oh, she put a red X on your face and then
Oh.
lost control.
Wow, that was instant karma.
Lost control of the mouse.
Get that garbage off my face. Okay. Dre, what are you thinking here? Because well, let's.
DeAndre Jordan plus 155 double-double. Yes or no? It's good value. It's good
getting the rebounds.
value. That's what I'm saying. He's getting the rebounds according to you.
Can you find me what he's averaging points wise?
course.
Actually, Allie, that could be something you can do.
What do I need to do?
Well, DeAndre Jordan. Just type in DeAndre Jordan stats.
Uh-huh. He is averaging 7.5
too
points
slow,
per
Allie.
game.
Well, I
Too
think
slow,
I
Allie.
spelled his name.
Okay, 7.5 points. Is he?
Got it up on
7.6 rebounds.
Oh,
This month, though, 10 rebounds.
he's averaging 10 rebounds on the month. We like to hear that. We know he goes off rebounds wise against the Pacers. Can you find me last matchup with the
12 and
Pacers?
13.
Oh,
12 and
it's in.
13 in
It's
a
in.
dub. Okay.
Oh gosh, this is about to get juicy.
Yep. Yep.
This is about to be a juicy parlay.
Yeah, where next? Mason Plumlee to get a double-double?
I thought we weren't doing double doubles, but you know what? We just have to follow the vibes. I'm not
Jared Allen against the Celtics?
I don't want to. I just
settle down. Let Ryan
Relax.
figure this out. Yeah.
okay. We've got a good two-legger going.
We do. I mean. Oh wait, what's the third? Oh, I put Jared Allen in there. Okay.
I'm not ready to commit to Jared Allen. All right. I'm about to send this baby to
What
the
you
moon.
got? What
I'm
you
about
got?
to send this baby to the moon.
Oh boy.
We've got a game tonight. Now, I need to... Hold on. Everyone, relax.
Austin says, don't do Jared Allen. He has not had a DD double-double in 3 games.
Don't worry, I'm about to talk him off of Jared Allen. Okay, Dre,
Yeah, I mean,
this is the
that's-
third leg.
That's true. That's true.
Tonight,
Yeah.
Los Angeles Clippers at Dallas Mavericks. Last game of the night, ESPN, Luka Doncic, triple-double, plus 275. Boosts it all the way up to, with the boost, plus 4191.
Unfortunately, Ryan and I are family, and he knows this is my ultimate weakness. So whether I want to or not, I can't say no to what he's just laid out on the table. So
This is
like, wish me luck, folks.
This is a strictly vibes parlay.
But the vibes didn't work out too well for you yesterday with Hunter Miska.
What do you mean? The Avs covered the 1.5. That was in my big 3. It hit.
Okay, well, I was just talking about Hunter Miska. You guys shut
That was
down.
different. That was totally different. That was a take someone who sucks and try to make them good with your words. It failed.
Right. We also weren't picking them out of the sports ether. It was like, oh, right, shit. Hunter Miska's starting. We got to figure that one out.
Oh, dear. Watch out. The kids watching the bet show must be in shambles.
you kids, 21 or only.
Here all the time.
Yeah. Don't help the young listeners. All right. I mean, the 41-91. What am I going to say no to this?
You're gonna say no?
I can't. So
It's a half white whale.
it is a halfway whale. It's
It's like a white beluga, which are actually white.
a baby beluga?
A baby beluga.
Okay.
You got a new term on the show.
A baby beluga. That I can hang with.
Yeah.
Also, a term my daughter would approve of very much. Baby beluga.
Baby beluga in the deep blue sea. Absolute banger.
Absolute banger. So true.
It's crazy that kids are like, we've got baby shark now and baby beluga still holds up.
Sure does, man. It sure does.
That's comforting.
Raffi? Yeah, Raffi? Yeah,
Is that
Raffi.
Is that another thing?
No, I believe he sings Baby Beluga.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Allie,
Baby
maybe in a
beluga
gap.
in the deep blue sea.
Swim so-
hard.
Blue's Clues or after Blue's
Swim so hard and swim so free.
Blue's Clues was my
Swim
my
so
age.
low.
Swim so hard. We're gonna swim real hard on this parlay. I
We're
can tell you
swimming
that much.
directly into the
Yeah,
current.
yeah. A definite Baby Beluga.
If this parlay hits,
Now we need a baby balloon graphic.
If this parlay hits, I love that
Changes
too.
everything.
That Johnny A's monitoring that the public's done really well on college hoops in the couple weeks leading up to this, and he like that the public has more bullets
I
in the
think people-
chamber. Oh,
I think people might have missed what he meant by that.
yeah. You want to put that in layman's terms?
Sean, he's got it.
Baby beluga in the deep blue sea swims so wild and he swims so free.
wild. That's what we're doing. We're
That was
swimming
the-
so wild.
That
not
song
so
was
hard.
the inspiration for Young, Wild, and Free.
Wow. We are learning so much.
I wonder if they sampled it.
Entirely possible, yes.
Okay,
Entirely possible.
when Johnny A said the public's been killing it on college basketball recently, which means they have more bullets in the chamber, that was gold. What he means is everyone's been winning, so they're going to bet more on March Madness. And that's exactly where I am as a person.
Oh, yeah.
I felt it in my heart. I have
mean,
lots of bullets to fire.
The only rough stretch we've had the last 3 weeks was when I said, like, oh, we're heating up just at the right time to heat up.
Yeah. I tactically did not wear the money glasses today because last time I wore them, things went south.
Very good idea.
So
Last time I went undefeated, then I went 2-1 on Monday and undefeated again on Tuesday. So I think we'll do all right.
beautiful. Big question. What's the triple? Oh, it's Jokic triple-double, Doncic triple-double,
DeAndre Jordan,
DeAndre Jordan double-double.
Okay.
Doncic, Jordan, Jokic.
Sean saying just put the whole stimmy on the Bucks.
That's also a sore subject for me, as the stimmy is like a wild goose chase for me.
You're 2 stimmies back, in fact.
I am, yeah.
That's
I'm old. I'm owed 2 stimmies. But
That's
you know
bad.
what?
That's bad.
This parlay
2
is the new,
administrations owe you a stimmy.
this parlay is the new stimulus.
It is. It sure is. It sure is.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
So we like.
Oh, if this triple-double parlay hits, tomorrow's show, rather than us being on as usual, will just be a gif of Sam Cassell after hitting a big shot with big balls. So
Yes.
just so you know.
Combined with the South Park clip with the wheelbarrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're gonna need you to cut that up for us.
yeah.
We'll
We'll throw Kale on that one for sure, yeah.
All right. Well, this is the biggest swing we've ever taken on a parlay, and I feel incredible about it.
Got people on board for the baby balloon.
The baby beluga.
Baby Beluga. In 2 days, we'll have Triple B's Big Betting Bonanza. This is another Triple B Big Balls Bonanza.
It's also the baby beluga bet.
The Baby Beluga bet of the night.
So much promise.
I'm out.
So many bees.
So much hope.
So
So much belief.
for days, yes.
All right. That wraps it up for us. Let's get this.
Let's do it.
Baby beluga. Swim so wild, swim so free.